What's up, everybody? So it is 17:10 p.m. It is Wednesday evening, and we're going to do a TV show review for WandaVision for 2021. So I did finish this. I waited till it was fully over to binge it. So this is my review on it. I actually wrote it down because there was so much that I had to digest from it. So finished WandaVision, and it's solid writing. The first two episodes make it seem shitty, but once you settle into it, the forward reverse story unfolds. I stand by the fact of if Black Widow had come out in 2020, this wouldn't be as popular. That is true. I wholeheartedly believe that. If Black Widow had dropped last year, WandaVision wouldn't be taking off like it is now. Um, I like how Wanda's the villain and shows the consequences of her grief and PTSD did to the residents of Westview, New Jersey. Most of the show was spoiled via Twitter, but I'm just shrugged it off since it was only one side of the story. This happens a lot. Glad I waited to binge it through. Glad I waited to binge it though instead of going week by week. I'm also doing binge with Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm not really hyped up for that show because it just, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me. I was like, what the fuck ever, who cares? It was good seeing the comic accuracy in costumes, learning how she got her powers and origins, Monica's story and powers, Pietro's appearance, White Vision, S.W.O.R.D, Darcy, Jimmy Woo, and Agatha Harkness. Now, I haven't read everything about Scarlet Witch because like I've said many times in comic book reviews and shit, like I'm behind on a lot of shit. So I'll catch up eventually, or I'll just cruise Wikipedia and look it up. Seeing Wanda create her own fantasy life shows only a fraction of her true power. This is very true, because her max power was the No More Mutants storyline. I think that was House of M. That was like the last thing I read in Marvel ages ago, because I never got to finish it, but I was into it. It was really good, and the art was phenomenal. I'll have to catch up on that eventually. Good seeing Agatha's origins too. Definitely like seeing Wanda take the mantle of Scarlet Witch in her new attire. Though I wonder where White Vision went to. That is a good fucking question. Where the hell did he go? Why did her kids call out for help if they disappeared when she took back her power? I'm guessing that's going to bleed into Multiverse of Madness, and we'll find out what the hell happened then. Wonder what'll happen to Jimmy and Monica. I hope they aren't treated like a one-trick pony, but given that it's Marvel, they probably will be treated like a one-trick pony. Still fucking funny how people's theories got ruined by the finale. Oh, God. H.Y.D.R.A was a firestorm of that shit when the finale hit and it ended, and everybody was so pissed. People were mad because Mephisto didn't show up. I don't know who he is. It's like the only theory I had was it was Mojo Vision. That's all I thought it was, because when I watched the first two, I was like, oh, this is probably Mojo Vision and shit, and Mojo World gonna come into play. Because that's what it immediately reminded me of. Because I remember on X-Men when they got sent to Mojo World and had to deal with that bullshit. I was like, oh, this is just Mojo World. It wasn't Mojo World. Did I get upset and stuff and make posts? No. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I don't get mad about that shit, but whatever, other people do. That's what you get for thinking it's going to go the way you think, and when it doesn't, they resort to niggling. Oh, yeah. They went straight to fucking niggling. Oh, my God, it was so pathetic. That's hilarious. Her kids are a reflection of her childhood that was lost during the Cold War. Love how Stark is the cause of everyone's pain. Too bad they didn't. They fucked that up in Civil War. Yeah. I don't like Civil War. You can see the video on that, too. But it's amazing how they keep... somebody on Twitter I was talking to said that they were tired of how they always go back to Tony. And I don't see what they mean. And then I look at the missile that was in... the dud missile that was in... Wanda's living room, and it was Stark Industries. But yeah, Stark is the villain of Marvel easily. He's not the hero. um, well, the decades are fragmented memories of how her life came to be. Bringing Vision back to life using her own powers pretty damn strong, and also dampened her abilities for a while as a result. That's why she couldn't make sense of where she was. She had constructed this massive fantasy life inside of 3 days, 72 hours, and it really drained her power. Like, it really drained her fucking ability. Um, that was crazy. I was surprised that Vision bought a house lot for them to grow old in together. To grow old together in. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. Like, I mean, it's cool that they, explored more of their story and shit, but, like, I was kind of surprised, like, when the fuck did he buy a house? Like, when? Um, do I want a second season? Kinda, but not really. Would it have been nice to see more episodes? I guess so. Because I know I saw a couple articles where they had planned more episodes, but then they chose not to do those because money or what the fuck ever, and all this other bullshit. I do like how WandaVision sets up Captain Marvel 2 and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, because Monica Rambeau, she'll hopefully she shows up in Captain Marvel 2. If not, and she's treated like a one-trick pony along with Jimmy Woo, eh, oh well, shit happens. It's good to see a character get more development beyond the movies. Love the dark aspect of it too. Kind of wish they'd do Hydra and S.W.O.R.D shows too. Definitely. Like, I want to see. Like, it would be nice to see shows on Hydra, S.W.O.R.D, AIM, and see their inner workings. But, like, do I demand it and shit? No. I'm not entitled to anything. I'm just like, I go with whatever they drop out. I either like it or don't like it. I'm not gonna, go there and tweet out death threats because it didn't go the way I wanted it to go. I'm not that fucking pathetic. So yeah, share's a solid 9.7 out of 10. It's really good. Like, it's good shit, and it definitely works really well. Like, they really did a great job with. There, move. Perfect. They did a great job bringing that to life. Like, it really played out good. I do like that lake house though. That was really pretty in the end. That was in the post-credit scene for the finale. Um, it was nice seeing the Skrulls make an appearance as well. So that tells me that the Skrull invasion probably been going on for a while. So it'll be interesting to see that come to life. But I don't have like I've said before in my introduction to this series of reviews and stuff. I don't use Rotten Tomatoes. I don't use leaks. I don't use other websites. I don't go by what's on social media. I make judgments based on my POV and how I feel about it. Do I have high expectations? That's another thing. I don't have high expectations at all. No. Perks of autism. Like, why am I going to, force myself to have high expectations of something when I know it'll just, get ruined in the interim? That's so dumb. Because you get all these wild, rabid Marvel fans, as any fan base, honestly. I was like, oh, it's going to be so good. Oh, it's the best. And then when it comes out and doesn't meet their expectations, they get bitchy. And go to niggling right off the bat. And cry and whine and bitch. And, it's just so pathetic. Like, dude, you look like an idiot. Well, they should have done this. Well, that's what the comics are for, shithead. That's why you read the comics first. That's why you don't get disappointed. That's why there's Gen Gap now. Like, I brought this up with my reason I'm not liking Civil War was, it's Gen Gap because you have kids who watched it from phase one up till now. Then you have those of us that read the comics and watched the older stuff, and we enjoy the older stuff over the newer stuff. And it's a mix, it's always a mix. And there's the die-hard purists who won't deal with anything new. There are some like that, and it's really kind of sad. And of course, there's going to be somebody who watches this video like, oh, I'm a die-hard purist. I like all of it. But, like, one of the pettiest things I've seen is people complain about costumes. That shit's funny. Oh, speaking of costumes, the jump scares in WandaVision, they're weak. They were really fucking weak. Like, ooh, Vision dead. Like, ooh, Pietro with bullet holes. Okay. It just, I don't know. Like, Marvel, it's a good show, but trying to make it like scary didn't really do the trick. Like, I don't know. I mean, if he had bleeding bullet holes, that I guess that would have been better. But oh well, they want to bring the kids in, so there you go. mm. Does the show play out like a comic book? Yes, it does play out just like a comic book. Do I want, like, one of the one of the most rabid things that fans want is a series with Jimmy Woo? I guess that'd be cool, but whatever. I love how people are so amazed by his fucking card trick. Like, it's a card trick. That's it. It's like, ooh, look, my card. Okay. What did I like the most? Definitely her new outfit. Like, it's really fucking good and it's accurate. I love that. Um, uh, One thing that did surprise me, and yes, I know I should know this, but I didn't know she was related to the Olsen twins. I really didn't know that. Because the one thing, why I say that is because there's also the other family that's popular in Hollywood is the Baldwins. And there's Adam Baldwin. Adam Baldwin is not related to Daniel, Alec, or yeah, there's three Baldwins. Daniel, Alec, or it might just be two. I don't know. Hold up. I got my laptop. Let me check. Daniel, Alec. Yeah, because there's an Adam Baldwin, but he's not related to them at all. Baldwin brothers. Steven, that's it. Yeah. Steven, Daniel, Alec. Yeah. Yeah, those are the three. Those three I know are related because you can tell. Adam, he ain't related to him at all. Doesn't look nothing like him. So when I found out Elizabeth was related to Mary Kate and Ashley, I'm like, oh, that's cool. So, yeah, that kind of blew me the fuck away. I didn't know that. So, because I grew up with the era, I grew up in the 90s and shit, so I know people and shit. I recognize them. But when you grow up with the boom of the Baldwin brothers and the Olsen twins, because that's all they were billed as, the Olsen twins. That was the big thing. Nobody ever heard of Elizabeth. No. She didn't come into focus until wasn't Safe House. It was that horror movie she did. Or she might have done something before that. Elizabeth Olsen. Yeah, shut the fuck up. What did she... Silent House, that's it. Yeah, that was the one I saw. But she did Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene. I never saw that. But I saw Silent House, that was okay. But yeah, that's where she started. Silent House, well, the one before that, but Silent House was her, like, breakout role, I guess. So, yeah. And Paul, I've only known him in maybe one or two other roles, but I can't recall what they were. He might have done some voice shit, too, that I don't recognize, so... Whatever. But yeah, WandaVision, highly recommended. It's worth the watch. It's better to binge it. Like, all these shows that keep coming out, they're better binged than doing a week by week deal. Like, that's my preference. That's, my POV on it. I know some people share that same POV. Others don't. There's like, oh, it's cool to wait a week. Okay. I mean, if you don't like Marvel, I totally understand that. I really, really do. Like, I don't like new Marvel stuff because they tend to water it down exclusively for kids. And to me, that's kind of dumb and whatnot, but whatever. That's how they are. They want to draw on the kids. So, yeah. But if you don't like that, you don't like the cast, don't like any of that shit, don't watch it. Plain and simple. I still think it's funny how they turned Pietro into a dick joke. That was funny. And then I found out he wasn't even supposed to be Quicksilver. I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, the one thing that really bugs the shit out of me is how people are like, oh, I hope they come to the MCU now. I'm like, dude, they've been a part of it for years now. All them films are connected. They're all under the same fucking brand. Like, that's how I see it. Like, it's all one brand. I don't see, Fox Marvel, Disney Marvel, Marvel, Sony Marvel, whatever Marvel. I'm not like that. I don't go with that hive mind narrative mentality that people roll. Fuck that. It's dumb. If I went with that, ugh, you wouldn't like me. So, yeah. Am I anxious for new shows like WandaVision and Falcon Winter Soldier? Maybe. I'll binge them when they're over. Because it's easier that way than versus a weekly deal. And people will hype the shit out of it with their fan theories. And, yeah, you know where fan theories go. Down the fucking shitter. um, what else? Who's my favorite character in the series? Wanda and Darcy. Honestly. And everybody's shipping the shit out of them. Or they're shipping the fuck out of Darcy and Woo, Darcy and Monica, Darcy and Jimmy. Who the fuck ever. Hell, they probably have a damn orgy going on with all the characters. Kids included. Ew, that's disgusting. Why would you say that? Because it's true. So, that's what I got for WandaVision. So, I'm going to get off of here. I have another video to upload, actually, so stay tuned.